Hey guys, this is going to be a short report. I'm going to make some changes here, guys. I'm just going to do a straight data and post it for people that don't have the time. I'm going to try to do this every day. If not, I will put it at the very beginning of each of my live streams. If I choose to do that, I will definitely make sure it's in the title, maybe even the thumbnail. I had some suggestions on doing this, and I'm going to try it. I hear you guys. I do take your guys' criticism seriously. I understand. I don't want to waste your guys' time. I completely understand. Not mad one way or the other. Some of the verbiage didn't have to be said the way that it was, but that is what it is. Me personally, I can handle it. So there you go. What do we got? Schumann Resonance. Yes, we have an uptick here, guys. I don't know if this is from solar activity or what. I'm hesitant to call it a spike because I'm starting to understand this tool a little bit better and what we're actually looking at. This is definitely not ambient conditions. This is an uptick in activity, but exactly the uptick we're talking about could mean something different to people. But this is something we're going to take a deeper dive into. I hope to get Verte on my channel very, very soon, and we will definitely revisit that. But just know that this is happening. Is this coming from the sun? Don't know. It could be coming from local stuff going on around that area where this tool's at. So, this tool's in Russia. So, in case everybody were wondering. Now, my thumbnail, like I said, we had a couple eruptions. Actually, we had quite a few of them. Like 3 or 4 eruptions. Filaments. We got a little, maybe some flaring. Not very big flaring, though. Then that's why you're not seeing a whole big spike here, because it was kind of more so a filament eruption on a couple of these. The other ones I couldn't really tell because some of them were on the backside. So without being able to know, I'm not going to make any kind of claim. But the filament releases were substantial, even though the x-rays didn't pump out here. But the geomagnetic activity wouldn't be here yet. It would take it 3 to 5 days to get here typically. But right now we're actually low. So, what can we expect? Here's their forecasting over here at NOAA. Pretty low conditions for the next 12, 14 hours. And it does uptick. And they are saying here about this time tomorrow, well, no, in about a day and a half, we should be seeing an uptick in this activity. Now, it has nothing to do with the eruptions I'm going to show you, okay? Those won't happen for another day or two after that. This is the little spiral at NOAA. They're showing this because this is from this could be what they're showing, all right? This could be the first eruption. And to show you the first eruption, just so you guys understand where we're at, it's here. This is NASA, top-down view, side view, and then our orbital path, straight line. Most definitely hitting us on all 3. Now, that's just the first one. Now, the second one I'm going to show you guys here in just a second does look to be a little bit bigger, and I'll talk about that in a second. So the BZ, -6 is what we look for. Not even close here. We're hanging right around 0. The phi angle, it did flip a couple times. Not too much, though. We're not seeing a whole lot of activity on the magnetopause or anything like that. So, but the density, I think the highest it got was around 12, 13. No, there was a 14 in there. Okay, but again, nothing really happening with our magnetopause or any of that kind of stuff. And we're looking at this with the solar wind speeds, the purple line. Low end of normal, to be honest. Okay, 300 to 500 kilometers a second was what we would consider normal. Temperature, it's going to reflect exactly what we're seeing up here. That's exactly what it's doing. Now, our magnetopause, our magnetosphere, all that, we're going to take a look at that. This is the velocity. Now, I want to point something out real quick. This is nothing but a visual representation of this purple line. They're taking the data and they're entering in with other parameters and other data collection to show you in a visual way what the speed is. That's what this is. Okay? And I have to say that, because that's what it is. I mean, some people don't understand that. It's not like a snapshot, a picture, or a movie. This is data getting inputted into a computer that has a model with set parameters, and that's what you're seeing. Okay? Notice this has a bow shock out here. Down here, density doesn't look like the bow shock's there, right? Well, it is. And all it means is the density is the same on one side as it is the other. Simple as that. Okay? If we keep moving here, pressure. That's really what we want to look at here. That's what means the most to most of us. And there's not a whole lot, guys. I mean, there's just not. And it would be expected like this because, our geomagnetic activity is almost not even there. It's on 1. Okay? Let me show you that again. Right here. And, if it drops down much lower for any kind of extended period of time, they could issue a cosmic ray alert. So, keep an eye out for that. Now, the aurora. We're not going to see much here, okay? This is just a day time lapse. And what you're seeing, guys, is, not a whole lot of action. But this, I think, is going to change because of the filaments I'm getting ready to show you here in just a second. Okay? So, the 304 angstrom, which is the red, we'll take a look at that real quick because it is probably the most, the one that's coming at us, you'll be able to see it the most. It's right here. Getting ready to blow right here. And that would be it right there. See it? Okay? So I'm going to pause that. But you got one up here erupting. Plus we had one prior to this one erupting down here. And that's the one that's showing here. The first one. This is not showing the second one yet. Alright, so if I grab this, see how that's the second one right there. Now I do think that this is at least heading our general direction. I can't say it is for positive heading our direction because the data just hasn't been updated yet. Okay? But I can say that NASA is saying that the Enlil spiral over at NASA is showing the first one to hit us. So, but if I go back here, I can show you this one here too. And what I would say about that one is that I think that's a sizable one also. We could have dodged a bullet on that one. I mean, I don't think that was like big time, grid down type of stuff, but it was significant. Okay, that's my point. Now we're here on the 171. Watch it blow up here. Most definitely. Boom. Okay. Down here on the purple, the 211, you will definitely see the atmosphere of the sun, kind of ripple across when the second eruption I show you here. Here it comes. It's going to happen here. You're going to see how almost it's going to happen here. How much the front of the sun reacts. All right, there. See it? See how far the wave went out? Pretty substantial, guys. Pretty substantial. That's what I would say to that. SpaceWeather.com. Go give them some love. Check them out, guys. We got 2 official sunspots. The other ones have kind of died off a little bit. We had 6 just a couple days ago to put it in perspective, in case anybody was wanting to know. So as we're looking at this is noctilucent clouds. This is water vapor that freezes around meteor dust at the poles. So when it's warmer, which is why it happens in the summertime, there's more water vapor. And when it gets high in the atmosphere, it freezes around the collection of meteor dust we have at our poles. Okay? Now they're saying something about a geomagnetic storm on the 28th. Not really a storm, just an uptick to active conditions. KP of 4. Regardless, it's not going to do much anyway. We may see an uptick in aurora and those kinds of things if we get to a G1 storm or something. But that's from a coronal hole that was in front of us a couple days ago. Okay? So as we scroll down through here, these are fireballs. I was hearing some reports of some stuff in Texas and stuff like that, but I can't confirm any of that. I haven't seen any news reports. I was getting emails and things about stuff that they thought might be happening. But anyway, as you look at this, you can see that nothing really big's going on near Earth objects either. But I think are we in it or we're getting ready to come out of it? We just one or the other meteor shower, and yeah, regardless, 9 is not really all that much. Okay? We've seen so many more fireballs before. Earthquake data. Yeah. And what we're looking at here, it looks like we're starting to see some swarming going on down here. Now, this was the biggest one today. They had very strong shaking. That's what this red box means. You can go check it out. If you click those boxes, it'll take you to different maps and graphs and stuff. But anyway, no tsunami, nothing like that. And it happened offshore, in between here and here, over here in Indonesia. So, yeah, that's why it didn't knock buildings down or anything. It was significant, a 6.2. Now, it could have caused some issues depending on the situation on where it happened and timing and all that. But it didn't this time. So, but anyway, guys, that will be the end of the report. I'm going to try to do this for you guys every day for those that just want the data. So, I've heard you. I'm going to try to accommodate, and God bless. Yahusha saves. You can drink this Kool-Aid.